How's it going? Adam Drake here, and today I'm going to share some information on the HOBBYWING XR10, G3, and G3X 10 scale speed controllers. So I did a kind of an introduction video for the G3 and G3X video talking about some of the differences. Today we're going to talk about a specific feature called freewheeling. So just to do a quick rundown though, the difference between the G3 and G3X. G3 is primarily used for modified racing. It's the black colored ESC or Stealth. And then the gray G3X will be more used for stock racing. Comes with a little bit larger gauge wire and is just a little bit better for stock racing. So a couple of features on the G3X. I believe it has a couple actual less features to make it a little bit more efficient to give you as much power as possible for stock racing. Now you could use either of these in stock or mod, but again, G3 is recommended for modified and G3X for stock racing. And back to the freewheeling feature that I want to talk about. I think there's some confusion. I think some people think freewheeling is very similar to drag brake, which it does have some of the same attributes, but it's actually much different. This is a new technology from HOBBYWING that is really cool. With drag brake does not kick in until you get to neutral. So from full throttle all the way to neutral, when you start to decrease the throttle or roll off the trigger, there's no drag brake. Until you get to neutral, that's when drag brake kicks in. With freewheeling, it is basically monitoring all the way throughout that range. So again, from full throttle to neutral, as you start to roll off the throttle, if you have the freewheeling function turned on and you have a RPM decrease value programmed into the ESC, it will start to decrease the throttle at that percentage. So the range that you can set that is anywhere from being turned off up to 20%. I recommend starting between 1 and 3% if you are using the freewheeling function. And again, where it's much different from drag brake is that it's monitoring that the full range of the trigger. So full throttle all the way to neutral. And the freewheeling function actually works as like a regenerative feature. So it's actually very efficient for the ESC. Doesn't cause more resistance or heat or anything like that. It's actually regenerative and a bit more efficient. So again, you can use this function or you can turn it off, but it's something that's really cool that for 10 scale racers, you can use this in all classes, whether it's stock, modified, on-road, off-road, dirt oval. It really allows you to almost, it's a new technology that allows you to basically get the car to have more initial steering without having to kind of work the trigger quite as much. So, you could roll off the throttle, apply the brakes, roll the throttle back on. With freewheeling, it's kind of doing that for you. So as you start to roll off the throttle, it applies a small percentage of brakes, gets the car to kind of initiate or steer into the corner, and then allows you, as soon as you pick up the throttle, that freewheeling goes away and then starts to accelerate. So it's really monitoring the trigger position that you're giving it, whether you're applying throttle, turns off. As soon as you start to roll off the throttle, it starts to apply a slight amount of brakes, gives you a bit more steering. So something to test and try yourself. It'd be nice to know if you have used this feature, to maybe post in the comments kind of your settings, what that RPM decrease value you're using. But again, for me, I would recommend starting in the 1 to 3% range, and then just kind of adjusting from there. So Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.